Hello, my fellow explorers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to Starfield. In the previous episode, we finished off the Crimson Fleet campaign where we picked the wrong side, and actually, well, I kind of have a train of thought. We kind of arrested Delgado, and I hope I'm correct about this, that eventually, somewhere in the game, we can actually break into prison and set him free. That is something I so wish I could do. But yeah, we're done with the Crimson Fleet quest, guys. We do have still, like, burden of proof. I've been tasked by Lieutenant Gillian to find clues and evidence about the Crimson Fleet's illegal activities. So audio logs, text logs would be especially helpful in bringing them to justice. So that is something that's gonna continue on through the quest. Now, at the end of the campaign, we also got a new mission. A light in the dark. See, I'm tracking it. SSNN, the main news outlet in Cell Systems, their lead researcher, Nada Moffas, is willing to pay me good money for stories I may encounter in my juries. And I actually had delivered the news about SysDev's attack on the key. Was a quest that popped up. So I kind of want to go for that one and see maybe if I actually have some other stories. Because earlier I kind of didn't want to... Whoa, it turned light all of a sudden. I didn't want to be like all up in
My
like...
source is back. Here to report anything else?
Yes. I didn't want to be the glorified hero, but I'm the hero of this game, so I need to glorify myself.
You have another story for me?
What stories are we working on? I don't want to do an interview right now. How is it working for SNS? What's David Barron really? I was there at the big battle between SysDev and the Crimson Fleet.
Of course you were. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet or something. So, SysDev finally, and against all odds, really triumphed against the Crimson Fleet. In their own backyard, no less. How were you involved?
I was working undercover for SysDev. I brought the fleet down from the inside. I was a part of SysDev operations. I worked with Commander Keep way, Kande. I was working undercover, guys.
So what do you do for an encore? So, the Vigilance went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add?
I was part of a team that actually captured the key. SysDev captured the treasure trove and that left the Crimson Fleet vulnerable. I took the coordinated effort of many people for the... I was the one that captured the fleet.
Someone
The key.
seriously owes you a beer. Hell, a keg. You have to feel good about how everything turned out. Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero. And SysDev's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts?
SysDev was successful in finally righting the wrongs of the past. Commander Ikanda deserves those accolades. It was an honor to work with him. Ikanda didn't thrive alone. I was instrumental in the victory at the key. Yeah, this is really glorifying myself. I have nothing more to say. I want to glorify myself, guys.
I will make sure the story emphasizes that. People need to know that. And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life. And as a, well, possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you.
1650. Okay, that's not bad. You
If you have a new story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
What stories are you working on right now?
I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked.
I'm willing to do the interviews for you. Tough luck. You think anyone will read something like that? Yeah, let's do some interviews, guys. It's gonna be a really short episode.
Would you really? I'd owe you big time if you did. You've been a huge help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great.
Consider it done. Actually, I can't help right now. If I help you out, will you give me credits as co-author?
Who do I look like, David Barron? Yeah, I'd give you credit for your work. Credits, too.
Ooh,
I have
now
a
you're
small
talking about
budget for
language.
things like this.
Consider it done.
Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
Alright. New mission, primary sources. Alright, didn't expect to actually start a new mission here, guys, but that's actually not too bad. I said else it's gonna be really primary sources. Let's track this one. And can we fast travel from here? Oh, wait. Can I go?
As you can see, traffic
Oh,
is
it's the
good.
tram. I was actually looking for the tram. Or the space shuttle, or whatever you want to call it. The bus. Alright, let's go to the spaceport, and let's head to the well, guys. Okay, so we got 3 markers. Let's go to the right here. Kay's house. Okay.
Always nice
The
to see
Risa?
a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like.
Holy crap, that
Everyone's
is
welcome,
a voice
so
you
long
would...
as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here.
No. That is a voice you would hear at a haunted house, guys. Kay Mason. Teresa Mason. So it's mother and daughter?
Do you know why this place has stood for so long?
No.
I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
No
Okay.
shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us on our toes. Nothing else. If you haven't, make sure you say hello to Mama. She likes checking in with everyone.
Okay, I like to see what's on the menu so I can buy foods here. I'm with SSNN. I'd like to ask you some questions about your business.
Absolutely. I'm sure my mom would be proud to have the place featured in an article. What's up?
I'd like to know how things have been with the business lately. Will you tell me more about yourself? How are things in the well?
Business is steady, as usual. We don't tolerate violence or disrespect, so a lot of folks like to spend time here. The only thing that's worrying me is a new group of customers I've seen hanging around lately. They've been watching the UC surplus store pretty closely. I have a bad feeling they might be planning something. Kay's house has a reputation as a safe place. I don't want to be associated with that kind of thing.
I'll be happy to... Oh, side quest on side quest, guys. Sorry about that. I hope nothing comes of it. I'd be happy to look into it for you. Yeah, sure.
Honestly, I'd really appreciate that. I'd feel terrible if something happened and I hadn't done anything to try to stop it. Why don't you come by when you have some spare time? And we'll talk it out.
I think that should be enough to go on. Will you tell me more about yourself? How are things in the well?
Same as ever. I've lived in the well my whole life, and things have never really changed. The UC government promises to clean the place up every couple years, but there's still just as much crime and poverty as there was when I was a kid. That's why Kay's house is so important. It's the one place people in the well feel safe. Be sure to put that in the article, okay? I'm really proud of it.
Okay. I think that should be enough to go on, because the quest actually updated that this is all the information that I actually need.
Let me know when the article comes out, will you? I'd like to read it.
Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger.
I won't. Thank you for the information. Alright, let's head to the second business, guys, and see where that actually is. It's the pharmacy. And we
I've got
meet up
limited
with...
resources, but I try not to turn anyone away just because they're light on credits.
That is very honorable of you. So, Talia O'Shea?
We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do.
I could use some medical supplies. You run this place all by yourself. Strange place for a medical clinic, isn't it?
Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, they dismantled the colony ship and used the parts to establish a place to live. Over time, they built out, and up, and up, and after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here.
Okay.
The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford Reliant Medical.
Okay, you run this place all by yourself?
Don't have much of a choice. Can't afford to pay staff, and While I've got a few volunteers from the community, I can only ask so much of them. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and we'll continue to do so. Don't you worry.
Okay. I'm over with SSNN. I'd like to ask you some questions about your business for an article.
A journalist? That's a surprise. Most people don't think anything that goes on in the well is worth writing about. I'd be happy to help if I can.
Okay. I'd like to know how things are going at the med bay these days.
Things are always rough at the med bay. I'm the closest thing to a doctor that the well has, and I can't treat everyone. The last few weeks have been especially bad. There's some kind of infection going around, and a lot of kids down here are catching it. It just breaks my heart to see.
Holy crap, another side quest. I'd be happy to help you out with that.
Oh, you're sweet to offer. There might be something you can do, if you're willing. Let's chat again when you have some time to spare, all right?
Okay, I think that should be good for now. No. How have things been in the world recently? Will you tell me more about yourself?
Things are always the same in the
And
well.
there we go.
Violent and dangerous. I swear I treat more injuries here than I did when I was a Navy medic.
You were a Navy medic? Well, I think that should be enough to go on.
All right, dear. You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
I will. And seems we got another side quest from that one. Really nice. I love that about this game, that like in other games and in most MMOs at least, like you have like quest markers above NPCs where you just didn't do the quest yet. Here you kind of need to talk to the people to actually get to the quests, right? That is really cool. And we've got Henrik Zuran here, who is... I'm not sure what he's doing here.
No loitering, okay? I don't have the patience for it.
Can you look at me while I'm talking to you, please? Not exactly a lot on offer here. I'm surprised to find an electric shop in the well. Oh, so it's an electric shop?
That's so. Think folks down here are too poor to afford electronics.
Aw, come on, don't be like
Not the
that.
first time I heard that line. Yeah, I get that kind of attitude far too often. You find yourself with any more commentary, feel free to keep it to yourself.
I wasn't intended. Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just making conversation. Nice try. I know what this place is. Ooh. Is it a shady place?
It's fine. Just maybe give things an extra thought before you let them roll right out of your mouth.
I never do. I'm with SNN. I'd like to ask you some questions about your business.
A reporter. Fine, but I'm only talking basics. I don't like people snooping around my business.
So it is a shady deal. How have things been in the world recently?
How the hell do you think? Life's a mess down here. I'm not
He's
holding
not a
my
happy
breath for it to
camper,
get
is
any
he?
better.
I'd like to know how things are going at Apex Electronics.
Door's still open, isn't it? That's my idea of success.
Holy crap.
Sorry if you were hoping for something more flowery.
Return to Nadia Mofas. I think that should be go. Will you tell me more about yourself? He's
Name's
not gonna.
Henrik. I own Apex Electronics. That's all I'm willing to say to some nosy reporter.
Holy crap. I think that should be good enough to go on.
Great! Now why don't you help me out and buy something? I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Yeah, well, you didn't really scratch my back, did you? And I do feel like we needed to...
Can't say I'll have what you need, but you're welcome to look.
Looks like a lot of... let's bug him some more.
Nope. No question, business has been slow lately. Not too worried, though. Managed to make ends meet for a good long while. Don't expect that to change now.
Okay, let's see what you got for sale.
Yep, you got it.
So, resources? Okay. Okay, definitely some resources that I might look into later on for crafting. And miscellaneous, binoculars, circuit board, digipix, humidifier, impact drive, and portable desk fan. These are usually things I pick up to sell.
Stay safe out there.
That is really nice of you to say that. Alright, let's head back to our reporter and report him for duty. Be contemplating life right now.
You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win. You have another story for me?
I've finished interviewing the business owners in the well for you.
Hey, that's great. Thanks so much. Did everything go all right?
Everything was fine. Things seem pretty bad down there. I get why the bosses didn't want to send you down there. Everything was fine.
Glad to hear it. I'm looking forward to reading through your notes. I can't thank you enough for helping me out. I'll send you a copy of the story if it gets published. There's nothing like seeing your name in print.
That is true. 2,500 credits, not bad. And a little bit of XP as well. Mission updated, a light in the darkness.
Back to grind.
Alright, let's take a look at the mission board, guys. Find new stories for SNN. We do get a reliable care and suspicious activities. So we got 2 more quests that we can do there downstairs, guys. I think loose ends, so the audition, alternative currents. Let's look at the junction box. I haven't looked at that today. Maybe something changed? Who knows, right? So let's track. Let's go check it out. Let's see. Does something happen? Open with a computer. Requires computer still, guys. So still not sure what actually needs to happen.
The case began with the mysterious source providing copious amounts of evidence, outlining an extensive operation to take millions from Galvay.
Oh, here we go.
As Mr. Dombrowski was taken to prison, he claimed he was framed. But our forensic accountant says the evidence against him is extensive and damning.
Okay.
Journalistic integrity at its finest. SSNN.
Can we get my news story?
In other news, on the lifeless planet of Ecterra, a mining operation run by Argos extractors was attacked by the Crimson Fleet. Argos was mining valuable minerals. They had mined hard enough to attract attention. The pirates expected easy prey, but instead they found more than they bargained for.
Oh, this is about me
A
as well.
heated battle ensued between the Crimson Fleet and the miners. The miners banded together around one of their own, an individual so talented that afterwards they were recruited by Constellation.
Hey!
Armed with only their trusty mining lasers, the Argos crew fought off the Crimson Fleet and defended their facility. A surprising
Not
turn
sure
of
if those
events
Varun
and a
zealots live in
victory
space
for
or
us all.
got separated from their home planet or what, but they scavenged what they need. Lots of old
Why-
facilities left over from the colony war, and they like to...
Why are you walking around in a bathing suit? Oh, another news bulletin. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I've been listening to the music for the news for a while, and that's probably not so interesting for you. But I am enjoying this. Like, I can listen to this every day, all day, guys. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you want to see more of my quest progression on my Let's Play here in Starfield or any other game I play on my channel, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.